trigger, you get eliminated. I could've take why. I could've take why. I could've take why.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video, I will be starting on my business series that everybody has been dying for me to make. So get comfortable, get your notes, get everything you need because the gems will be dropped and you will definitely need to hear everything I have to say. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to bring up to you guys is when you are starting your SEO business, you have to think about what you enjoy doing, right? Like, what do you like to create? Like, what is something that you find in your heart that you find passionate that you really would love to turn into a successful business? For example, for me, when I was first starting my SEO business, I obviously thought about it because I was a former IMP creator, and I didn't just want to just jump into a platform I didn't know what to do. How am I going to approach the audience base if I don't even have an audience base to start with, So I thought about things that I enjoyed. Like, I do real life nails, so I really enjoy doing that. I do other things too, like graphic design, all that stuff too on the side if I really wanted to. But at the time, I wasn't really into all that, so I wanted to try something different. So when I did start my business, I ended up starting doing nails because that's what I enjoy doing. But honestly speaking, when you are finding, or when you want to start your business, you should always find your aesthetic. Like, find what you love to do. Like, like another example, right? I like pink, I like rainbows, I like unicorns. What do you like? Like you have to really sit down and think to yourself. Like, write down a vision board of everything that you like. Like, it could be cooking, it could be knitting, it can be plushies, it can be whatever. Like, what finds you the most joy in your daily life that you would like to turn into a business and pursue with that business? You know what I mean? So it's all about sticking to an aesthetic. Like, I would suggest, if you are gonna find an aesthetic, don't switch it up too much, because as a customer, I don't like to see people switch their brands up a lot. That's overwhelming to me. I wouldn't really consider it as much. Like, I see a lot of brands go from, nice pink Hawaii to dark emo, and then next thing you know, they're like nice and neutral and modern. You know what I mean? Stick to being creative. Make your audience base know that this is you. You're not gonna go anywhere. This is how to find me, and this is my creativity. You know what I mean? So hopefully that makes sense. So the next topic is, what's a good way to start your business on a budget? Well, I was thinking, I know a lot of people on SL can't, jump right into affording like a big cost. So if you're like a person who wants to get into clothing, there are plenty full PERM stores on the SL marketplace that you can look into investing in. Most stores that are full PERM, they give you the day file, the textures, all you need to start your SL business. But over time, if you are looking to get into events and all that stuff, it is not a good move to continue using full PERM items, because most events will accept it. Because like, after a while, if it's a lot of people having the same items in the event, even as a consumer, you will start to notice that, hey, like, why do these two people have the same exact item? You know what I mean? So it's a good way to start your business if you're just doing only main store. But over time, if you're looking to get into events, you will have to start considering creating original mesh items or original items in general. It doesn't only mean like mesh or makeup, original in general, right? So it's a lot. I'm going to link all of the full PERM stores that I recommend in the description. So most of everything I'm going to be discussing today you're going to have to look in the description. Like, you're going to have to go in the description, look, do your research, because everything will be in the description, okay? Also, some good resources to use just in case you can't afford to pay for Photoshop every month. Because I think Photoshop, if I'm not mistaken, is around $20 a month. Maybe I'm not sure. I don't pay for Photoshop. I'm not gonna lie, I use the crack version. I'm cheap like that. But it's a lot of good resources that you could use, like Canva. I know it's this one called Photo P, if I'm not mistaken. It's called Photo P. And there's a lot of like resources you can go. I will link everything in the description. You got Chimp, you got paint side. Like, it's a lot of good free resources out there that you guys can use to edit and make your ads and logos and etc, etc. So check those links out in the description. I will be showing you them at the end of the video. Some good people to go to for custom logo, graphic design, etc, etc. So I recommend these people I'm putting up on the screen here. You got Kimchi, you got Andy, and you got Ava. These are my top 3 picks because they are not only nice, they're fast, they're easy to work with, and they're quick. I would just suggest, if you're going to any of these females, please know what you want. Please, this is why I said in the first of the video, you have to know your aesthetic. Before you go with anybody, if you want a custom work or anything like that, it's really good to know your aesthetic, because it's hard for those graphic designers themselves to freestyle what you want. They can't know on top of their head what you want in your head. You know what I mean? They can't read minds. So it's good to have like that type of respect when you're going to graphic designers, when you want to create your own aesthetic and your look, to have everything prepared. That's why I said in the beginning, make a vision board. Vision boards are very essential. No matter how much you think it's corny or it's not worth your time, it is worth your time, because you're jotting down the stuff that you love and you want to pursue. Vision boards, to me, they help me a lot. They help me a lot, and I think they will help you guys a lot too, coming up with ideas and finding things you may not even thought about putting into your business. So make sure you guys do that before hitting up any of these females. What's some good landlords on SL that are for cheap and a reasonable price? Well, the people I usually rent from, that I feel like are really nice, they're helpful, they'll get the shit done for you if you need it, I suggest Royal Estates. They're good. Sammy, the owner, that's my dog. Like, shout out to Sammy. I've been renting with him for like almost over a year. Every single last one of his staff is just always helpful, always supportive. They all just get a 10 out of 10 for me. All of them. I can say not one single staff I've gotten so far from that estate has been rude to me or has come to me and like, even if you're low on your rent and you not available, they are reasonable with you. You just gotta be communicative. You know what I mean? So shout out to Royal Estates. They're like one of the top people I would recommend always. And then you got Art. If you're looking for like a cheap half sim, full sim, RGF is the way to go. Like, RGF is like what most people on here use if they have like half sims and full estates that they want on a low. The only thing about them is you gotta message them. You can't just go like see a land like other places and just go buy it. You have to message them and see what they have available, and they tell you the price and what they have it for and all that stuff. You have to just message them. You just probably message like a manager and let them know what you're looking for, and they'll get back to you within like 24 48 hours. But I can say, if you want a cheap land and you want to go big or go home, they're the people I recommend, like, on God. And then last but not least is the chunks. It don't matter what chunk it is. It could be Jessica, it could be Candy, it could be whoever, because it's a lot of chunks. It's a lot. They've been on the grid since SL started, since 2003. The chunks have been running SL, okay? But they're also good for like cheap lands and, you know, like starting off land type of thing. Cause I rent with chunks right now. Like, I have my whole entire thing with chunks, so I can say I've been with them for like almost a year or two. Like, I never really had no issues with them, so they're also pretty good to go. So now let's move on to getting some good quality stores, you know, some actual stores that you want to put down on your land. So I suggest, like, there's a lot of good stores you can look up on Marketplace and build on your own. But my top 4 picks is Dream House. Jillian Hex, she's really, really good with her builds. I just wish she had the time to just drop more houses. Blinks. She may be watching this and come at me later, but who cares? I love her though. Her work quality is over top tier. If you see anybody walking up and down in the store, ignore them. Oh, that was funny. Cause I'm recording in my store. So anywho, she's really, really good. I love her. And Glam City, I feel like a lot of people on here use Glam City for their buildings. You can customize the building however you want. I've seen many people use it, and it's like very unique and beautiful. You just gotta be creative. No Future also has some really good stores too. along with Neverwish. Neverwish was like the first skybox I ever had when I first started my business. She has some really unique, small, cute, aesthetic, kawaii looking skyboxes, just in case you want something small to start off with. She's really good. I'm thinking if there's anybody else I may be forgetting. I think those are just the top 4 for me for right now. I may link some more later on if I want to, but I just think those 4 are really good to start off with right now. But like I said too earlier, you can always look up just like different type of stores and stuff on Marketplace. There's definitely a lot of varieties on there as long as you look up. If you just use the right keywords, you'll be able to find what you want. So go check them out. So now another topic will be about social medias, like what social media works best, what's the best types of social media to track audience bases on. Well, let's start with Instagram, because I feel like a lot of people like Instagram. There are some people who may be on Instagram more. I feel like when it comes down to audience bases, it just all depends on the race and stuff like that. And I feel like with Instagram, you can reach a lot of the urban side of the grid on Instagram, but not always. You can't reach every single person on Instagram sometimes. So that's why I would recommend Facebook as number 1 when it comes down to reaching the audience base, because they're more active on there. They more would get an alert, or they more will most likely pop up on your timeline if you were to post on your business page. And a lot of more, like, it's a mixture of everybody on Facebook. Like, not only like urban people, it's like everybody from all over on it will be on Facebook. So they're like top 1 when it comes down to like social medias and all that stuff. And doing giveaways on there is way more better than Instagram, because I feel like they will more interact on there more than Instagram. And Flickr is also really, really good. A lot of events, a lot of people would rather see your Flickr page than Instagram or Facebook, because it's technically like and you could say it's like your own personal portfolio. As soon as somebody click on your page, they see all your, ads that we have set up, etc., etc. So I feel like when it comes down to focusing on social media, focus on Facebook and Flickr. Those are your top 2 best friends. Instagram, it can be a hit or miss for a lot of people. I heard like even a lot of big businesses on here say that Instagram gives them a hard time all the time. So you can still reach your audience based on Instagram, but I could say for the most part, it's really important to hit them on the nail on Flickr and Facebook. And it's also really good too to post your notices in in-world groups, like in-world groups that had like bodies, like Reborn, Inthium, whatever you do, like if you do skins, all that. It's good to reach your audience based in world too, just in case people are online. They can easily see your notice and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, I'm gonna go check it out. Just in case, because not everybody will be on social media all the time. Sometimes they'll just be in world and they're just on in world. They're not looking on social media half of the time. So it's really good to also know to post your ad notices in world as well. Now, I think most people don't understand this, but is Marketplace worth it? Like, is Marketplace really like important for you to start your business on? Hell yeah, Marketplace is important to start your business on. Marketplace, to me, honestly, is the most biggest shopping platform on SL. Nobody, if you're like on the go and you can't be online, but you still want to see something or shop on SL, everybody goes to Marketplace. Everybody, their mama, their daddy, their grandma, their sister, their furry friend, their mermaid friend, everybody goes on Marketplace to find things. Marketplace is the biggest shopping platform on SL besides Inworld. I feel like most people will most likely would love to go on Marketplace rather than Inworld sometimes, because Inworld can be complicated. Sometimes things may not res out properly. Sometimes you may have moved and they don't know where to find you at. So the first thing they would think about is like, okay, I'm gonna go on Marketplace to look you up on. It's really good to just, especially if you dropping something new, it's good to drop your stuff within Monday through Thursday, because Friday and Sunday is like the weekend, and it's like like a lot of people are going to drop stuff more on the weekend. So it's better for you to drop it during the day so that it gets more of an audience base, and then feature it. Feature it as soon as you are finished listing it. Don't wait a couple days afterwards to feature it, because after a while it won't be featured as much as you want it to. So feature all the items that you want. I can say featuring your items helps a lot with like getting people to see your store. Even if they just clicking on it to see like the item, they can easily just see it, see, okay, maybe what else do they have in their store. They visit your store and they see other things. They may not buy that specific thing that's featured, but they may buy something else. So it's all about getting your name out there and making sure that people see you. You know, you want to be seen and heard. You don't want to be just left in the dark and then wondering why is it not working out for me? You know what I mean? So marketplace is a go-to for your business. You always have to update your marketplace. Update it, because anything could happen to your in-world store at any point of time, and you know, at least you have your marketplace to back you up if anything has occurred. Okay, so always remember that. Also, in-world too, like make sure that you include your in-world store and your pics in your bio. Make sure that your store is also able to be searched up on the search bar, because a lot of people try to search up your stores, and let's say if I try to search up like your store right now and I can't find it, you have honestly, and you may have to pay that extra 30 L's a week to make sure your store is featured. But if honestly speaking, you're not gonna notice the 30 L's coming out your account if you could always have L's. Like the 30 L's is nothing. Like especially if you like get L's consistently, you always buying L's. 30 L's a week is not gonna kill you. Like it does not. I'm telling you, I had this on for like a while. I never even noticed that it's the price of the 30 L. So like it's always good to make sure that your store is easy to find so customers can find you. Because if they can't find you and they gotta go all the way around the world to find you, that's annoying. As a customer, that's fucking annoying. You need to get your shit together. I be so mad when I can't find a store. Like I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, what's up with y'all? You know what I mean? Like I can say that other people may feel the exact same way I'm feeling. So they must be like, yeah, I agree in the background type of thing. Like you gotta make sure people are able to find you so it's easier for them to shop you. You know, you don't want to drive your customers away. You want them to come like water, okay? So make sure that they're able to find you, okay? In-world groups. Make sure that you have an in-world group for your store. It is very essential. Even if you want to start off with like a little, like a little small in-world group, make sure that you have your customers join it. You know, you want to keep them updated. You want them to know that you care, Some of y'all may not care, but I care. Okay, I like to be interactive with all my customers. They can tell you. I always say hi. How y'all doing in my group chat? We be talking, we be vibing. I always check up on my unicorns, because that's one thing I do, is make sure that they are good. Cause they not good, I'm not good, and if I'm not good, we all not good. Okay, you got to make sure that you build a community with your customers, cause they want to feel loved, they want to feel welcome, they want to feel like they have a place that they could go to, and it's always gonna be good customer service, good interactions, good vibes only. So make sure that you make that in-world group. Make sure that you offer some things to your in-world group, like group gifts, discounts, if you want to, all that, so that they can feel like, okay, like this group is very beneficial to me. Like I have 2 groups. I'm gonna be real. I got 2 groups. I got my main in-world group, Universal. Then I got my VIP group. I love my VIP group more. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna just say that because my VIP group costs a lot, and to know that people spend a lot of money to come in my in-world group means a lot to me, because it shows that you mess with me, you like my benefits, you supporting my store, and you keeping me going. So I absolutely love my VIP people. They know I love them to death. So I always go hard and over for them. I get them a lot. They honestly, that group, you could just go in that group, you get a lot for free. Like it ain't even like up for discussion. You could get a lot for free. You could get a lot of store credit. It's a lot of benefits in my VIP group that I offer to my VIPs. And in my regular group, I get them regular monthly group gifts. And I make sure to make, like, sometimes I may mess around and I may get them like a monthly store credit just so that they can feel good. And I also charge for my group, because honestly speaking, y'all may think it's a rip off of people to charge for in-world groups, but it's not. It's to keep the trolls away. It's a lot of trolls and hobby botters and people on here that are spiteful, and to make sure that you are getting real customers that are serious and good about your business, it's good to charge L for your group. Even if you don't want to charge 99 L's like me, you could charge like 10 L, 50 L, 45, like little bit stuff like that, so you know that people who join the group are invested customers and that they were serious enough to join your group because they love you and they want to support you. So it's always good to charge a little fee. Not all. If you don't want to charge an OD fee, that's fine. But I say charge a fee if you know you're going to give a lot of group gifts and quality and discounts and all that stuff. Don't lower yourself, okay? Don't lower the quality. It's always quality over quantity, okay? And last but not least, I feel like this is very important to talk about. Is bloggers worth it? Right? It's a hard topic to talk about because I'm a blogger. And I know a lot of people on here are probably watching our bloggers, but to me personally, bloggers can be worth it. You know, bloggers can be worth it. I've after, you know, talking to a few people and, you know, getting insight and feedback, I feel like they can definitely be beneficial, you know. But I would just recommend, if you are looking for bloggers, I understand that most people, even in real life, they will want the people who have the most following, the most nice pictures, the most engagements. But most of the time, you don't see the background behind all those people. They may have over 25 sponsors and they can't meet deadlines or take your photos as good as you want to half of the time. So you have to reconsider when you are getting bloggers to make other people get a chance, right? Even if you see that person may have a little bit of followers, their pictures aren't all the way there, still give them a chance. You know what I mean? Because those are the bloggers you want, because they're the ones who's going to put in the effort and the work that you are looking for. The people who be looking like they have all these followers and following and they got the most likes and they have the most engagements, I'm telling y'all, like, half of the time they're the scammers. Like, they're the ones that be saying, yeah, I'm good, and they be doing you wrong all the time. So I've been through that with a lot of them throughout my past experience, and most of the time they just really are just for like the popularity thing. Like they just want to know, like, oh yeah, like, I'm blogging for this big brand, that big brand, and most of the time they can't even catch up with what they're doing with those brands. So I would say, you know, if you're looking for bloggers, make sure you're looking through and seeing those people who are really dedicated and really want a chance, rather than those people who, you know, have a lot of following, have a lot of sponsors, because, you know, you don't want to overwhelm those people as well with a lot of work. Because I know for me, when I had my bloggers search open, I had about like, I wanted people to post about like 2 or 3 things most of the time, and some people couldn't even meet those deadlines, or were not taking the pictures accurately as I wanted them to. So, you know, don't be scared to also let them know, like, if they're doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, they love feedback. I think I've seen a lot of them say like they would die for feedback, and most of the time they don't get that. So if you have bloggers and like you see something you don't like, make sure you communicate with them so that they're aware next time on what to do accurately. You know what I mean? Like, it's always good to let people know. Like, same way if you're going on a job interview, you don't get the job. Some people, especially me, I don't like to know why did they get the job. You know what I mean? Another blog person, but we're gonna ignore them. Yeah, like, just make sure you let them know, like, why you didn't choose them. Like, I think last round when I did my blogger search, I made note cards. Like, I actually took the time and I made note cards to let them know why they didn't get accepted. You know what I mean? Because people want to know. They just don't want to see a rejected letter like, oh, they rejected me, they don't like me, I feel away, I'm not gonna shop them anymore. Like, some people really be like that. I'm not gonna lie. Some people will really be like, I'm not gonna shop you no more, fuck with you no more, because you rejected me as a blogger. And most of these times, I'm not gonna lie, these bloggers on here, like the people who claim to be bloggers, they don't be supporting you. They don't buy nothing from you. They don't like they can say they love your store, but not some of the time they never been to your store ever in their life. So you just got to do your research. You know, I say pick the bloggers you know who always wear your stuff, who always supports you, who, you know, your consistent clients. You know, because them consistent clients, they have friends, and they go tell their friends and their other friends, and their other friends go tell their other friends, and then that's when they go get more people to come shop you. That's the whole point of a blogger. They influence the others to support you. Same way how you gave them the opportunity to make them support your brand, they're gonna go hard for you just because they know that you went hard for them. You know what I mean? It's a yin yang. You gotta give good to get good. You can't just give bad and expect good. You know what I mean? It has to be some balance in between those type of things. All right. So make sure you treat your bloggers well. Make sure you make them feel nice and good, because I'm telling you, they will make you feel the same in the long run. So the last thing I wanted to bring up is when starting your business, I would say it's really good to separate, you know, your personal account and your business account, right? I suggest if you're ever starting a business on here, because I wish somebody told me this when I first started, always make a business account. Like, always make a store account and do everything on your store account. Don't do everything on your main account. If I knew this, I swear to God, I would have been golden. But obviously, I didn't know. I had to figure it out the hard way. And now it's too late because I'm so deep into it. So please, if you're starting your business, make sure you verify your store account. Make sure you buy L's or whatever it may be, so that you're able to upload and everything on your store account, so that you're able to work better on there. Because, you know, it's better to separate business from personal, because people won't constantly have to message you or send you note cards or bother you or bug you. Because trust me, I get those type of people that bug me all the time. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to be bothered today. You know, you just want to separate business from personal. You know what I mean? Like, set boundaries. That's the main key. Set boundaries for yourself. You don't want people to always bug you and nag you. Do everything on your store account. If you want people to send you note cards and everything on your store account, make them send it on your store account. You know what I mean? Like, so people are aware. And that it's better for you to like still enjoy your SL life when it's time for you to take your personal break and your personal steam off. So it's always good to do that. All right, make sure you always do every single thing on your store account. Make your own separate store page. Don't put everything or don't put anything on your main page. If you got your Facebook, don't put it on your main Facebook. Make your store page and repost it on your main Facebook. If Instagram, same thing. Make a new account. Build followers. Do everything on the store account. Even if you want to collab with yourself on your store account, it's good to do it that way too. So that once you post, you can just always remove yourself and add in the long run, everything will still be on the page. You know what I mean? Just separate personal from business because it's always going to be beneficial for you in the long run. Okay? So with that all being said, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, y'all know what to do. Leave it in the comments. Message me. Let me know what else you guys would love to see in here and how to help you with your SO business. You know I'm here to help. You know this series is probably going to be long. But any questions and anything you guys may have, I'm willing to hear it and listen to you, and we all can come together and discuss it. You know what I mean? Wrapping this video up, if you guys, you know, may have any more suggestions that you want me to post in my next video, leave in the comments. You know, you have to be communicative. That's the whole point of this video too. You have to be communicative. You have to tell me what you guys want so that I'm able to provide it in the best way possible so that you guys are good. Okay? So yes, okay, I'm excited. I'm so happy I did this video. I hope this video helped a lot of people who really needed it the most. And yeah, share with your friends. Let your friends know how to go about it and all that stuff. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.